The irony is that we were going to go to Vegas and like gamble a little bit, go to dinner, have some drinks, and then it just turned into just gambling.
All gambling. Men have taste buds on their nutsack.
I don't know why they call them condiments. They don't taste like either. All right. Welcome back to the Good Enough Podcast. We got episode 28 here. And we're sweating. I made a joke, I think, a couple weeks ago on what could August possibly hold, because every month is a new disaster. And I'd like to say that didn't surprise us. There's a heat wave, hottest recorded temperature on Earth.
Bullshit hot.
California's on fire again, with 0% containment.
Yep.
Pretty much at this point, I think they all touched like last night. So all the fires are just burning around Lake Berryessa. That's great. What else? PG&E four shutoffs. You missed that because you were out of town.
Also, I don't have PG&E down here,
Yeah, you
so
bastard.
that's nice.
I didn't have to deal with it last year, but this year I'm all in. And there is a first recorded plague case in 5 years confirmed in
Tahoe.
South Lake. So
I saw that.
Placerville's making some real, or El Dorado County's making some real splashes in the huge newspapers. We were like LA Times a couple times in the last couple of weeks. I think everyone's dying. Which
It's
is good.
hot
that I
as
found
shit.
that it's hot as shit.
It's windy as shit. We got fires.
Yeah.
We have COVID.
Yeah.
And now we have the f***ing plague. So for any
It's
of
all
you
over,
out of
folks.
towners, don't move to El Dorado County.
Yeah, apparently we're dying. I thought the highest temperature thing was crazy. That's not El Dorado County, but was it 130? 129.2 degrees in, oh, wait, no, that was the old one. Oh, 134 or higher in Death Valley.
Oh my God.
That's unreal. But I mean, dude, Placerville, in, 1,800 feet, headed towards the mountains, it was 104 the other day.
That's wild.
So on a Friday night dinner service, they shut the power off.
Get snow
Yeah.
in certain times of the year.
Yeah.
And now
It's
104.
just an oven, yeah. Which has made the COVID serving outdoors thing
Absolutely miserable.
hell as...
I bet.
Hellacious. I can't even talk.
Yeah.
Heat's gotten to us.
Well, meanwhile, while you were here sweating your balls off,
Yeah.
I
You escaped.
escaped, went to Boise, which was kind of funny because I had a few people say like, "Oh, you bitch, you're getting away from the heat wave."
It's still hot up there.
Well, typically it's not that hot,
Yeah.
but they were having record-breaking days as well.
Yeah.
And I was like, this
Yeah.
is bullshit.
Was it like the regulation just gnarly up there for everything? Like you still eating outside and...
No, you can fully eat inside and stuff. Mask required everywhere, but
Yeah.
seemed a little more normal.
Yeah.
And yeah, we didn't have to wait outside and sit outside to sweat our balls off.
Dude.
But on the flip side to that, we floated the river. No,
Caught lobster.
we did not get flamingo floaties yet.
Oh, yeah. I forget. What was the percentage? The unicorn, like, smoked the flamingo.
Yeah.
Like, real bad. So for those who saw on the Instagram story, you guys came out and voted, which we appreciate. And apparently it's unicorn season because the flamingo got dusted.
Yep. So those to come.
Yeah.
But it was a kind of a very short notice trip there to visit my sister. And so I picked up a cheap ass little just circle tube
Yeah.
and forgot to put on sunscreen, floated the river for 2 hours in 100-degree heat.
Yep. Magnified, probably covered in water.
Yep.
Yep.
Fried myself.
100%.
Absolutely roasted.
You looked like Larry the lobster from SpongeBob.
Yep. Which is funny because everyone's calling me that.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was ass, to say the least. And for sure, I know I've said this before because I've been sunburned in the last 27 weeks of doing this show.
Yeah.
But sunburn still sucks.
Yeah, it's not a good time. I mean, even when we came from our trip, we recorded the day after, and I didn't realize, like, when I was going home that day, I was driving, I had, like, clear lines on my wrists where it was just, like, I didn't burn that bad, except for my face, but I had crazy tan lines just from, like, wearing a shirt with
Yeah.
no gloves on for so long. And I don't tan, or I just burn. So I was like, wow, even I'm getting somewhere. These white cheeks.
And
Ugh.
it really showed out my pasty whiteness as well because I was laying in the tube the entire time.
Oh, yeah.
So I just had this distinct line down both my sides that was
Tube tan.
pasty white.
Yeah.
And then like my whole stomach and chest beet red.
Yeah. The milkman had a few drinks and went rafting for someone's birthday not too long ago.
Had the same thing happen.
Yeah. But he's got a little more stomach than we do.
Yeah.
And so he just had like it looked like he had a 6-pack, but it was just like beet, like fire engine red. It was super nice. Dude, it lasted. It didn't peel for like a month.
Damn.
Like he's just peeling now.
Yeah, that's what I'm kind of scared about. I legit used an entire bottle of aloe in 3 days.
It makes such a difference though.
Yeah, the redness had gone way down, but no peeling yet. I'm just waiting to be a snake.
Yeah. You're just going to shed all at once.
Yeah, it's going to be terrible.
This girl I dated a long time ago was allergic to aloe. And I was like, dude, can you imagine being as dumb as you and I as far as like forgetting to put sunscreen on and doing stuff outdoors and then being allergic
Not
to
being able to put that on?
Yeah, like highly allergic. Like to the point where like aloe's in like a lot of chapstick. And I just like let her use my chapstick one time, not even thinking about it.
Yeah.
And just fucking tongue swelling, like lips hell swole. I was like, dude, that sounds horrible. Because that's your only relief at that point.
Yeah.
Because like shower
Yeah.
doesn't feel good. Because like water,
Yeah.
I don't know, hot or cold, it just like hurts because your body's radiating.
Yep.
Ugh.
Yeah, last night, so I got sunburnt on Saturday. Today is Wednesday.
Last
Last night
first
was
time
the
you've worn a shirt.
Yeah, this is the first time I've worn a shirt, was right here,
Yeah.
and I put it on minutes before we started
Oh.
recording. And secondly, it was the first night that I was actually able to sleep in any other position besides coffin.
Yeah.
Just straight on my back, death. So that was
Fan
nice.
on high on top of your sheets.
100%, yeah.
Sock over your wiener.
Not quite. But
me neither.
while we were back there, super random, but we were at a like second story restaurant
Yeah.
that overlooked like a main street in Boise, and I saw this G-Wagon pull up, and yeah, my reaction too is just like,
Yeah.
of course.
Yeah, we get it. You have money.
And like the two most stereotypical couple like
Okay.
popped out.
Yeah.
Guy with like the most hipster shoes,
Yeah.
skinny jeans, button-up collared shirt, glasses
Sleeves
with like
kind of rolled.
yeah,
Yep.
hipster glasses, hair like perfectly gelled over, and girl to completely match the part.
Yeah.
And I was like, they have to be famous. Like,
Yeah, there's no way.
hands down.
Yeah.
Like, they're Instagram famous. The first thing I said.
100%.
And then I looked at the license plate, and it said Timber Plus and then a heart. And I was like, oh, okay, whatever. My sister was like, oh, no way. Turns out they are famous. They have an HGTV show. Yeah.
Oh.
The company's called Timber and Love, and they flip houses. But I was like,
Wow.
oh,
I'm just
right.
gonna fuck myself.
Called that one.
That's, dude.
So,
Wow. How weird.
yeah, basically what I'm trying to get at is when we get to the point where we have that big of a following
Yeah.
and we can roll around in your Porsche 911 Turbo with a good enough pod
Oh,
license
dude.
plate,
That's
that'll be
so
dope.
funny. That's like so dick. Just to get like hella big and then everything you have nice just as good enough.
Tagged. Yeah.
Like hella rude.
Everyone's like, okay, off. That is
It's-
not good enough.
Yeah, absolutely. That's hilarious. That's so funny because like, I don't know. It's sometimes I like forget that famous people are like humans
Yeah.
because we just see like what we just see what they want us to see, you know, and it's just like TV shows or musicians or whatever.
But
But
on
then
the
you're
flip
like-
side, let me cut into that one real quick.
Yeah.
Take a guess where they were going to eat. Yeah.
Benihana.
Go ahead.
Ruth
No,
Chris.
say it. Yep. They went straight to Ruth Chris.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
And I was just
you got
like,
TV money.
okay, me.
Yeah. Cool.
We're over here across the street
Like
eating
Dave &
some
Buster's.
Southern food. Yeah, it was
Yeah.
like a Southern food restaurant.
Here, Lucille's barbecue.
Yeah, like $13 meals and
Yeah.
looking down like
$300 steaks
Ruth
or whatever it
Chris.
is.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's like, have you ever like just ran into like a famous person? Like kind of like that, but like been like too close to him where you're like, oh, like, okay, you're real for sure.
I can't say that I have.
I think about that stuff. I've gone to concerts and like, I like met Schoolboy Q and like, I've been 20 feet from Snoop Dogg, but like, that's
Yeah.
different because they're like, for lack of, I don't know, they're on a stage. Like literally, they're on the pedestal that they built and you paid to go see them.
Yep.
It's cool, but like not the same. I went to a music festival, which is the most annoying thing I've ever said, probably. But I've got a cool story from a music festival. No, I only went to one, and I was like sitting on a curb eating. This is like the Tyler the Creator one, the
Yep.
Flog Gnaw Carnival. This is like 4 years ago, at least. And I'm sitting there, and like it's the middle of summer. It's fucking hot. I'm having like the greatest time because that show there's no filler.
Yeah.
Like it starts at like 2 or 3 in the afternoon and goes to like 11, and there's like 2 stages that run simultaneously, but it's all staggered. So you can like, if you want to catch 10 minutes of this one, then you can run over and catch the half-hour show of this person. It's chaos. So you're like constantly going back and forth. There's nobody you don't want to see. So
Shit tons of people.
Shit tons of people, and it's at the LA Coliseum in the parking lot. So it's like maybe a 5-minute walk.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, I finally have like a pocket of someone that like I don't mind missing. I'm gonna sit here and eat. And the person I was with was like in line for food somewhere else. I was like, I'm just gonna camp it right here. So I'm sitting there and I'm like, who the fuck? Like, why are these people walking like way too fast, like with hoods on? I was like, it's summer, and I just turn, and this is maybe like 10 feet from me. Like it's a 2-lane street, and I'm sitting on the curb.
Yep.
It's Kendall Jenner
Yeah, that's wild.
and like Taco Bennett, which is like Tyler's like best friend and like Kendall's super good friend. And I was sitting there and I was like, how do I know this person? How do I know this person? How do I know this person? Holy shit, it's one of the most like famous people potentially of our age
Holy
range.
shit. Jerked off to
Jerked off no quesadilla. Jerked off.
that one up.
Yeah, I was just like, oh, she's as tall as me, if not taller.
Yeah.
But I don't know. That shit is so weird. You're just like, oh yeah, fuck. Like you actually like don't float when you walk.
And I feel like music festivals are for sure the easiest place to run into
Yeah.
any celebrity.
And I'm so naive at that stuff. I'm just like, oh, dude, I look at music. Oh my God, this is like I remember it was a filet mignon quesadilla because I thought it was so extra, but I was like, I want a quesadilla. And I'm just sitting there like so stoked just to be like eating and sitting down because you're on your feet all day. And I look up and I'm like, oh, fuck,
Right.
really cool. Yeah. But yeah, it's the most accessible because people want to go to those things. But like, it's so weird to see her not getting mobbed by people and just like walk in front of you. And I'm like, oh, huh.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's super strange.
Which is kind of wild to think about because I know there's probably a small percentage, but
Yeah.
say like 5-10% of people that go to that shit just to try and run into like influencers, celebrities,
I
that
know
kind of
some
stuff.
that like move down there just to be closer to that stuff.
Yeah.
And it's just like, I get it. Like, it's exciting, but also like,
Just do you.
Yeah,
Enjoy your life.
just do your thing.
Like they're normal people for the most part
yeah, who just like were good at something.
or
Or-
extremely hot.
Yeah, or knew somebody that was good at something or being extremely hot,
Yep.
and they just have more money. And that's just where all the meetings happen. It's not even like, I wouldn't want to live in like, can you imagine being like 30 with a kid and living in like Hollywood? That'd be
No, I
chaos.
can't.
It's just traffic. Like if you're trying to live like a normal life, you know, like if you're not like chasing something or like
Yep.
getting to a place where you can be going to meetings and all this stuff, like, hell no. You see some of like the biggest, now that, like for instance, like comedy, like Joey Diaz is like one of the biggest dudes ever.
Yeah.
Funniest shoot. Cool. Funniest dude ever. He's like moving out of LA. And like
Huh.
he's one of the dudes that goes to like the Comedy Store, like the most famous like club to
Yeah.
do material like every night. He's just one of those like dudes. A bunch of those guys are just like moving because they're like, this is why we're here. We're not here because it's like a necessarily fun place. Granted, they're all older. They're like, well, you're here for the accessibility, not because it's like rad. If you want to live in SoCal and you're rich, you just go to like Malibu and just like distance yourself a little bit.
Yep.
But they're like, yeah, we have to live in the heart of everything in like the chaos to do what we want to do, and now we can't do it. So like, peace. He's going like to Jersey or something.
Damn.
But,
I mean, that's kind of cool to have that flexibility.
yeah,
And also, I guess this is
account.
kind of nice time for them to just like get away because, yeah, they'll probably move back.
yeah,
at
or just
some
have like a
point,
little high rise or something.
but,
But
which
he-
would be so sick.
Yeah, but he does kind of the same thing we're doing. Like we can pick this up, and I mean, shit, we could pack all this into a bag
Yep.
and kind of do it from wherever, as long as there's a little bit of internet and whatever. I mean, like, he's got a super nice podcast and all that stuff. He's just like funny as shit. He's just one of those dudes with a million stories. You can tell stories from anywhere,
Yep.
which is nuts.
Yeah, very true.
But, you know, he got to have money to do all that stuff.
Yeah, we're working on that.
Yeah.
We'll get there eventually when we win our sports bets this year, our multiple jackpots at the casino,
Yeah.
when we pick up Amazon as our sponsor, SeatGeek,
All the big ones.
yeah, all the big ones. But for now, we
Yeah.
have Anchor, so listen to this shit.
All right, guys. Thanks as always for listening to that. And before we stray too far away, I don't know if you saw the pictures of. Well, there's two different things. One, like there was a concert in Europe. They like held like a big like festival-sized concert. Did you see that by chance?
No, I didn't.
Everyone had these like little pods, and it was a full seated concert in like this huge field. And it was just it looked like the Emmys or something that was like more spaced out. Everyone had like tables and food and shit. And everyone just like the big response was like, that looks way better. Like this
Yeah.
isn't this mob. We were just getting like attacked.
Huh.
They like these big European headliners that did all that stuff. But the one that's gnarly, because that's like not allowed anywhere, is Wuhan. The epicenter of all of this shit
Yep.
hasn't reported a single COVID case since May, like mid-May. And they're doing like these huge parties at this like water park. It's like 15,000 people just like in the same pool. Just like going off, like it looks like DJ sets and everyone's just like going hard. It's like a concert in the water basically.
Yeah.
What? Like this was like shutting people down like 6 months ago, and now they're like, yeah, we've been chill for a couple months. We're just gonna like go hard, real hard, which is so insane. But they had like a damn near like an 80-day like lockdown, like
Yeah.
LA a couple months ago, and they're just cleared up like that. And
So
now-
they're like, just no cases.
Nope.
So yeah, we're good to open back up.
Yeah,
That's pretty wild.
it's insane. Like all,
It'd be neat if we got to that stage.
yeah, no kidding.
It was just like, oh, the cases are so low. Boom, back to normal.
What the first time I've been scared was now that there's the plague thing in Tahoe, because El Dorado County, I mean, you live in Sac County, but like it's been pretty mellow. Like we're not on the watch list. That's why, for better or for worse, like Tahoe's sending so many people our way, and everyone's just like, oh, El Dorado County's cool. All the counties around it are screwed.
Yeah.
But they're just like, come pound us, which working in a restaurant works well for us. But yeah, it's super, super gnarly. Well, now we're a hotspot of a plague potentially. There's only one person that has it, but they don't know where it came from. I'm like, oh, good. So now we're going to die.
Dude, that's so fed up.
I know.
Like, could you imagine being that one person?
Yeah, who
that's
just got
like,
hit by like a flea is what they're saying. And just is like revived a
No
plague
way.
from, you know, eternity ago.
like that's embarrassing, scary,
Yeah. And of course, this is in Tahoe.
shameful.
Yeah, I'm sure that'll get us put on the watch list. And dude, see you later job for the 4th time this year.
Yeah, that'll be interesting, but
But you know what?
I just want to know if it spreads or like, what are they doing with that person?
Oh, I just closed it.
Like what?
Let's see, let's see,
Did they
let's see.
just go into the doctor because they felt a little sick and then they're like, yo, homie, got the plague.
yeah. You skipped Rona and went straight to the plague. Under medical care, recovering at home is what it said.
So is that guy in a full, like, hazmat suit or what?
I don't know. It's amazing how small the article is for being in the LA Times. But basically, they just were like, oh, yeah, El Dorado County officials said Monday that the Department of Health had notified them of a positive test of a resident who is in medical care or under medical care while recovering at home, and then basically just describes how plagues travel and how fleas get it.
We'll see if it spreads. Who
Yeah.
knows?
So, yep, I haven't been worried about anything till now because now it's in my backyard. I was supposed to go to Tahoe yesterday. Oops. Oh, you know what? I'll roll that into this shit sucks. I was supposed to go to Tahoe yesterday for a buddy's 21st birthday. My boss's brother turned 21 yesterday, And what a shit show that has to be. So this shit sucks is turning 21 this year. Can you imagine? We talked about shit that would suck. I mean, a long time ago when we were doing the podcast elsewhere, we talked about like Shelby graduating.
Yeah.
What a nightmare that is. All this stuff. But like turning 21, that's like huge. You know, that's like a rite of passage as like a young person, because it's just like you go have way too much fun. Everyone parties, and that's like a good time. But we were just calling around shit getting shut down, power outages, fires. We couldn't get anything together for like the nicest kid. And I was like, damn, I had a friend who turned 21 trying to do something in SAC right when everything shut down. And like, you're basically just throwing like a mini house party and then getting shit from everyone that follows you on Instagram when you post anything about it.
Which sucks.
Because there's people that just care too much, which is fine. Like, take care of yourself. I totally get it. But you're like, dude, I'm trying to have my first legal beer with some friends, and I have to do it the same way I've been doing it since I was in high school.
That's what blows.
Yeah.
Is 21st birthday.
Yeah.
You want to go out somewhere.
Anywhere.
Yeah. And nowhere, well, at least around us in California,
Yeah.
nowhere's open.
Yeah. And if it's open, it's hot. Like, it's hot.
Yeah.
We picked one of the cooler places to go, and we were sitting outside, no fan, 105 yesterday. And you have to order, per all the new rules, you have to order an entree per person to drink. So you can't even really bar hop. You just got to pick one or two places,
And
order a
stick
bunch
there.
of apps, and just stay there. And it's gnarly. So we ended up going to work. We were just like, fine. We know we don't have to eat there because we're staff, and we'll just sit here with all the homies and just make them chug mystery shots. But dude, I feel so bad for that. Like, my 21st birthday was really mellow. Yours was a lot of fun, but I was like,
Well, ours was kind of like combined
yeah,
to be a
for
Vegas
sure.
trip, but
Yeah, but I just can't imagine just like, and he's so mellow, like he's super super cool. He's just like, yeah, well, whatever you guys want to do. Like, thanks for putting this together for me. Well, someone that was supposed to be with us got called into work, couldn't get out of it, and then we're like, okay, well, they were kind of planning the whole Tahoe trip. It was the milkman. He used to live there, and so he's like, oh, I know all these little spots. I know some people that work in these places. Like, we can have like a really good time and kind of fly under the radar. And then that fell through, and we were like, we'll piece it together. Like, he got drunk and had fun, but it was just like, that's got to be so. The whole time as you're a young adult, you like want to have a beer at a bar, especially because we work in a bar, and he works there too.
yep.
And like, you just see everyone getting it all the time, and then it comes to your birthday, and they're just like, here's a margarita. Do you want another quesadilla or something? You're just like,
Cool.
yeah,
Thanks.
thanks.
This is exactly how I wanted my 21st birthday to go.
Yeah. So, I don't know, that's not that exciting, but dude, I felt so bad for him the whole time. We were just like, I'll pick up a tab. Like, I'm sorry, this is how you have to do it. We'll try this again in a few months, and we'll really go for it.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see like when that shit opens back up. But you're never going to get that like
No.
enthusiasm, I guess,
Nope.
of
Never.
your birthday.
Yeah, it's
your
like an
21st
energy
birthday
thing.
back. Yeah. So that blows.
Yeah.
And that sucks for everyone who has a 21st birthday in 2020.
Yep. Like I said, we had a friend that wanted to do that stuff in SAC, and we just ended up inviting him over. We're like, I'll just make you dinner, and we'll make margaritas or something, because there's nothing to do. And at the time, so that's when SAC was like shut down.
Yeah.
And we're like, okay, well, I'm sorry.
Damn.
I'm sorry this is your life. Would you like another drink?
Yeah, that blows.
But on a more lighthearted note, I do have a really good article. I don't know why I've been finding these on big news sources, because usually we got to find them on some weasel ones.
Yeah.
But shit that would suck too is this dude's wife was getting attacked by a shark. And
In the ocean?
hypothetically, yeah,
Trick question.
in Australia.
They don't have sharks in the lake.
Well, okay. Okay. Wow, I didn't think about that. Well, they were surfing in Australia on like a beach, and his wife just started getting like tossed around by one. And so, what would be your first reaction?
Fucking scream. I'm not going in there. Sorry, Shelby, but you can kiss my ass if you
Yeah.
think I'm going to go into the water and fight a fucking shark.
Okay, so your first reaction wouldn't be to sock the shark in the face until it stopped?
Bro, no.
That's what he did.
How?
Man punches a great white shark to save wife. Quote, you just react.
No.
It's not my reaction.
My reaction is like,
Ah!
I'm swimming to shore as fast as I can.
Yeah.
I'm screaming.
That just
And-
means she wasn't the one. Like, if a shark eats her, that's fate.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks for the kids. Where do you want your ashes spread? I'm out. I'm out.
Hey, props to that guy.
Yeah. 7-foot shark. Just schoolyard style. Just socked it out.
Dude, and then at that point, you basically have to be treading water too.
Yeah.
So, like,
well, you can't just, I mean, you're surfing. You're not touching the ground.
that's talented.
Yeah. This is a water polo player, I'm sure.
Well,
And that's crazy, too. He had to paddle out to her. Shark bit her in the leg and was just, like, thrashing, and she was obviously, like, trying to hold on the board. And he paddled out, got off, and just
wailed on him.
Mike Tyson.
Wailed on a shark.
Yeah.
Dude.
I can't.
What? We need to find a video of that.
I know.
I hope someone got something because,
Talk about fight or flight.
dude, that guy's a beast.
Yeah. He just... there's not a lot to say about that other than, like, holy shit. Because...
Honestly, yeah.
Honestly, what in the Sam Hell? That's
Hey,
the
tell you
epitome of
what,
it.
I'm afraid of sharks.
Yeah, that dude's getting laid.
Yeah.
When his wife's leg reattaches, game on.
Did it rip her leg off completely?
No.
Oh, dude.
It, like, mangled it pretty good, but... Yeah, he just socked it till it, like, over leg.
He is for sure getting the gluck gluck. That was taken from Call Her Daddy.
Oh, my God.
So you guys know we're not stealing that, making up our own terms, but
Yeah. Which
Wow.
is, dude, speaking of that, too, we talked about, like, the whole drama with that. It just came back way bigger than ever. Like, skyrocketed the whole thing. Who knew?
yeah, I think a lot of the drama kind of,
It, like, it fueled into markets they didn't have.
yep,
And now Miley Cyrus did it last week.
yeah.
Which is crazy because she's, like, apparently, I don't really know, but, like, apparently part of the hype is that she just doesn't do, like, a ton of interviews. And
Yeah,
they're set
'cause
for, like, an hour.
Yeah, she said that she's like scared to, I guess, break all the boundaries that she's not supposed to say shit. And
I would be, too. Those people, I mean, especially her, she's under such a microscope all the time.
exactly. Yeah.
That sounds horrible.
Yep. All right. Well, I have an article here of another beast ass dude, since we had one that beat up a shark. And Tyler and I are into motorcycles. This guy breaks the record of a handlebar wheelie. So his
God.
legs are over the handlebars. He was going 109 miles an hour,
No.
which is funny because I think if Tyler and I went full speed on our bikes,
We would maybe hit 109. Maybe.
yeah, I don't even know if we could hit 109.
No.
And that feels fast as fuck
Yeah.
on a bike.
Yeah, that feels like your helmet's going to rip backwards off your head.
Not to mention wheeling and having your feet over the handlebars.
Yeah. Can you imagine how, like, my dumbass rides with my foot up on the top tree every once in a while just to, like, give my back a break, and it's fun.
Yeah, now imagine wheeling
Well,
out of that.
Even doing that, like going very mellow around a turn, you get, like, gnarly bounces in the back, and it feels like speed wobbles
Yeah.
at, like, 40 or less. Now, having no weight on the rear of the bike and having all the weight up in the air in the front and
Yep.
then keeping it straight,
Double that?
hell no.
Yeah.
Absolutely, for sure, that. And a lot of towers are only rated for, like, 110.
Yeah.
He's doing handlebar wheelies for what tire ratings are.
Yep, basically.
Oh, my God.
Hey, people are trying to get death wishes now.
Yeah, people's nuts are far larger than ours.
Yes.
Ours are just stuck to our legs at this point. Theirs are thrown over their shoulders.
And I'm glad you said that because that rolls perfectly into my next article. If you guys have ever tried to send a dick pic unsolicited, not cool.
Unsolicited.
This woman gets revenge on panicked dick pic sender with an official reply. So what happened was
What?
a guy said straight up, "Would you laugh at my tiny penis?"
Oh, boom.
And
Oh.
she said, "Please do not send me a picture of your penis." Naturally.
That's fair.
So
Yeah.
he sent a picture of his penis. And
He opened the door.
Yep.
If she says no, you're going to get slammed.
Yeah, so then she ended up writing back like this super official message that said, well, it's pretty long, but anyway, basically it said, "This is an automated
It's pretty
message
long.
from the Twitter team. Your image has been found to be violation of blah, 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 blah. you've been scanned by our AI robot, and
God.
we can use your picture, blah, blah, blah.
Oh no.
And yeah, basically you just like panic.
Yeah, absolutely. That's what you get. Don't send dick pics. The thing.
And I
Okay,
think it said that she shared it to like all her friends and stuff, which,
Yeah.
hey, at that
Hey.
point,
You put it out there.
yeah.
And also, dude, I think you and I were talking about this one time. Dick pics are such a funny concept because, like, a dick isn't cute.
It's just a little floppy sausage.
It's not cool.
Extra piece of meat.
It just does things, right?
Yeah.
Like, a human body is crazy, and a chick to a guy is real hot, unless you're super gay, and that's cool too. So you're like, oh look, it's boobs. I don't have those. That's cool. Nobody's ever looked at a dick on just a picture and be like,
and just been like,
snap, and just be like, oh,
fucking
dude,
wet.
that's a nice dick. No, it's just
What?
a dick.
You've never done that?
No.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you got the dude finder code, not me.
Yeah, that is true.
But yeah, I don't know. Like, that is so funny to me. So to understand or think about it like that, and then just be like, "Do you want a picture of my dick?" No, because everyone would say no, and then be like, "Here you go." Anyways, you're gonna get clowned because your dick's out.
Not to mention, he knew that he was going to get clowned because he knew that it's small.
Yeah,
And let's be real here. If you're small, you're going to be made fun of.
yeah,
If you're uncircumcised, most likely you're going to have a joke coming your way too.
absolutely.
And unfortunately,
But it's all good in the hood.
yeah, all you got to do
Literally.
is hide it. Wow.
Yeah, it's just you're setting yourself up for failure. And then when she said, "I'm gonna fuck you up," he said, "Bet."
Yep. Okay, lastly here I have another article. Lego piece falls from boy's nose after being stuck for 2 years. The 7-year-old kid was sniffing cupcakes. Weirdest thing.
Yeah.
Who just like gets in a cupcake and is like, mmm.
Smells like every other frosting.
Right?
This kid's already.
Yeah. Not to mention, how do you get a Lego piece in a cupcake?
Yeah, I was gonna go there, but there's so many questions running through my head. I couldn't really just choose one thing.
Yeah, so he was sniffing cupcakes. His mom
Don't do
discovered that there was a piece gone, which was then lodged in his nose apparently for 2 years, and it
2
fell out.
years.
Yeah, this was in 2018, and it fell out this week in 2020.
Okay, so what? You know what I mean? Because
Dude, I got so many things. Like, does he ever blow his nose?
Right.
Does he ever pick his nose?
correct.
How do you not feel that?
Have you ever sneezed?
Yeah, all of that.
Also, nothing
And a
should
7-year-old tiny nose.
fall out after 2 years. It should be, if you have something inside you for 2 years, it gets removed, right? It fell. He was just like, thank God it's been years since I shoved a Lego brick up my nose while I was sniffing cupcakes. That
No idea.
sounds like a horribly budgeted movie.
Yeah, it's terrible.
That's what?
Apparently, this says, I'm just reading this now, that the doctor told him that it probably entered his digestive tract.
And just lived.
Yeah. And they forgot about it.
Call CPS.
Dude, who knows?
Yeah. Speaking of shit that who fucking knows and things that smell good, did you see the new? It's just like Eggos, but Kellogg's makes them. The new like waffle.
No.
It's
Bro, I'm a waffle guy.
Yeah.
I have to try these. What
this
are
is
they?
perfect. I'm gonna send this to you for a little reaction here. But it is
Oh, holy
Kellogg's-
shit, your dick is big. Oh, that was the wrong pick.
Kellogg's Mermaid Waffles, blue raspberry. Now, where does your head go there?
Looks like a blue waffle to me. And if you guys haven't seen that, don't look it up.
Look it up, yeah.
It is god awful.
The caption, I saw that on Twitter. It was trending yesterday, and it just says, "Stop Kellogg, you don't know what you're doing." As
Blue
they promote
waffle.
brew waffles. Brew waffles. Comes with a beer. Blue waffles.
With a little cream pie topping.
Yep, and pearls.
Hmm.
And I think before I really go on that tangent and we start pulling up shit we don't want to, we should probably just cut it there because there's blue waffles on the market, and anyone that grew up the years that we grew up have
Knows.
PTSD. And I sent that to a friend, and they called me within like 5 seconds, and they're like, don't ever message me again. Thanks, Molly.
The terrible things that you can find when you open up this box.
Yeah, on that gruesome note, I think that was probably good enough for this week. Would you say?
Yes, sir.
Absolutely.
We'll see you guys next week. Thanks for watching.
Yes.
If you guys like this on YouTube, our new editing and studio, whatnot, leave a comment below, like the video,
Ryan's
share it
doing,
to someone you know.
Ryan's doing an insane amount of work. We're running 3 cameras now. We've got a cool light and a backdrop. We're killing it. And these little f***ing twerps started something called Good Enough Podcast, and I looked at one, and it sucks ass. And their video comes up first because it's newer than ours.
What
Or
a
their
shame.
page is newer than ours. And I was like, okay, that sucks. So
Help us out, guys.
help us out, yeah, because if you like it or watch it or both, which you probably should, and subscribe to it, we'll jump them and we'll get some like high school twerps off the YouTube page.
Yeah, so even if you guys are just listening and you want to help us out, support us,
Yeah.
just go over to YouTube real quick, click on
Sort
ours,
through, yeah.
pretty obvious. Just like every video,
Yeah.
subscribe to the channel,
Absolutely.
help us out.
Yep.
You don't
and
even
that
have
would
to watch
be-
it.
That would be immense.
Yeah.
But goddamn. Fuck
Well,
those kids.
for now, we are the Good Enough Podcast.
The only one that matters.
Screw them. We out this bitch.